All right, those have been two semi-untraditional sleepers topics, I would say. Let's get back to our sweet spot here. Let's play our game for the third topic today. I want to go through all of our favorite college basketball teams, and I want to identify who we think the swing piece is. This does not mean like who's the best player. This does not mean like necessarily even who's the breakout player. But I'm talking who is the one player on each of the teams that we like to discuss that how their season goes could swing their team season in the most wildly different direction. Like if this guy's great, it's going to impact this team massively. If this guy's bad, it's going to really hurt this team. But again, let's not just do the best player. Like let's do a guy that has like a wild range of outcomes. Truly. That's what I'm after. Does that make sense?
Makes 100% sense.
Okay. You can pick where we start, Cart. Let's go through like 12 of our favorite teams.
Okay. I mean, do we start with the Michigan State Spartans?
Yeah, who's the swing piece?
The general.
Talk me through it.
I just think that if Jeremy Fears can make some strides offensively, that it would unlock things for this team. Because I think the passing is there. I think the toughness, everything, the intangible stuff is there, certainly. But him being a negative offensively, I think is hurting the basketball team. And I think that him getting better, taking the step and being a threat, a semblance on that end of the floor would open up things for himself and others too. As far as him even, being a threat to score, looking at the basket as he's going to the hoop, could open up things for other guys as well.
So I'm okay if we want to lock that in as the answer. My only counter argument would be I think we like there is a world Fears breaks out and is totally different, but we mostly are pretty sure we know what he is. Like he is a winning point guard, passer, great defender. We don't really have that many questions. So like the swing on the negative side for Fears isn't that low for me because he is what he is. At minimum, he's a good starting point guard. But I hear the upside conversation. If he was just like a first team all conference player, that's probably the most important thing. My switch pivot would be Trey Ford because I think there's genuinely a world where Trey Ford is like Tyson Walker, maybe crazy to whisper this, better. Or I think there's a world where Trey Fort's a total bust, like an unplayable. He is worse than Frankie Fiddler. This was a gimmick at Samford, and
Ooh.
that to me, that's because Fears is going to be good one way or the other. He's going to start at point guard. But if Fort was unplayable, what do you even do? And if he's awesome, you're probably awesome.
I have some clarity on this exercise that I like.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right. So are we going with Trey Fort for our swing piece?
Yeah.
All right. So now let's do my Michigan Wolverines and then we'll work elsewhere. Um, Michigan's tough because they got a lot of vets that I feel like we mostly know what they are. So I'm almost looking outside of the projected starting five here into a couple different options off the bench. Who do you think the swing piece should be?
I was gonna say either McKinney or Cadell.
Talk me through him.
Well, I just think having McKinney as like this, because he was a 5-star, right? He's a McDonald's All-American 5-star, a guy who I think can get a lot of buckets, and honestly, probably the best get my own guy outside of Yaxel. Like we don't know if Merez can do that yet, and I think having someone at the guard position that could get their own can go a long way, especially in a Dusty May system.
Okay. So I had three potential answers I would have liked, and Cadeau is not one of them because similar to Fears, I think we know what he is for the most part. McKenney was one. I think you could argue a Mara because to me, the only path for a Mara is if he's so awesome randomly that he just beats out Merez, which would obviously not be great for Michigan long term. We don't want him to beat out Merez, but like the world where Ade Mara is clearly better than Merez would be like a massive swing for Michigan to have a 7'3" dude that's that good. I would not go with Mara though because I think we know the Michigan front court is going to be good regardless. So going from like good to great doesn't swing the team all that much for me. The non-McKenney answer I would have listened to too is Kaysen. Basically, I think you're looking for like which one of these bench guards just becomes awesome and Namari Burnett slides to the 3, and then you answer the shooting questions you have. Um, I don't know if I'd like McKennie or Kaysen better. Any thoughts for who that should actually be?
I think I go Kaysen.
This video is brought to you by NBA2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's it's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Just because there's a wider range of outcomes to you, or what?
Yeah, like Kaysen could be the second best player on the team.
And Kaysen serves as like backup point guard too. So if Kaysen's good, there's a world where you lean on Cadeau less.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna go LJ Kaysen. I think that's the right answer. What team do you want to do next?
Let's go. Ooh, let's go with Purdue.
Purdue. Okay. Any thoughts?
I mean, is this one of the easier ones?
I could buy a couple different answers.
I think it'd be Mayer.
A lot of unknowns with there.
Yeah, and like, there's a world where he is like actually like NBA first round draft pick good now. There's also a time where maybe it takes a year.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with that. I think that's the fine answer. I think you also could have considered CJ Cox. You also could have considered one of the two centers, maybe Jacobson being the bigger breakout guy because the rim protection stuff he gives you. But I don't know. It's hard because they have so many good backup options. Regardless, these are all like nice to haves, not necessities. But
Yeah,
I think Mayer is the widest range of outcomes. You're right.
I think that's what I pick.
All right, Omer Mayer's the answer. Illinois.
Let's do Illinois. Oh, for the wide range of outcomes.
Who's the
What
swing piece?
swing piece? Big Z?
Talk to me.
I mean, what if Big Z does that one thing that he did against Texas A&M that one time long ago when the billboard was up?
So, but if that happens, are we then looking where like full time Illinois is playing Big Z and Big T together?
Yeah,
That would change the team completely.
yeah, but it's because Big Z is that good.
He's so good it forces their hand; they have to do it.
Yeah, and they just had these two 7-footers that are all Big Ten people.
And then there's a world where they're like this bizarro world Danny Wolf flag golden,
Yeah, and then there's a world where like Big Z is not there at the Christmas,
but they're twins.
but they're twins.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. I think
Yeah.
Zvonimir Visic is right. Okay, all right. I think we're getting good at this exercise. Uh,
Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. Talk to me.
Oh,
I
I
think
think
this might be one of the easier ones for me. I
is
have
it,
two. I have two options.
I think it's Quaintance for me.
It could be Quaintance. I think it could be Jasper.
Ooh, talk to
Like
me on Jasper a little
if
bit.
Jasper is just like a clear one and done lottery pick level good player, and it is now Jasper, Jalen Lowe, and Otega Owe, we're like, oh my God, that's
Yeah,
a three-headed monster. But I also like the Quaintance answer because if he's a 32 minutes a game center, that means you're not playing Brandon Garrison much, and that means you're awesome.
I think I'd rather go Jasper.
You think?
Yeah, because I think the outcome is Quaintance is gone after this year, no matter what. I think there's a world where like Jasper's really good. He's one and done. There's also a world where Jasper's not on Kentucky next season. He's on another school.
And like you got Brandon Garrison and Malachi Moreno behind him. So like you should have solid center play regardless, even if Quaintance isn't that great. Uh,
Yeah.
we could have done Yelovich. That would swing
Ooh.
things wildly, but I like Jasper, I think is the
Let's
answer.
go Jasper.
All right, give me some other teams who we want to do.
Let's do BYU.
Okay.
Uh, who do I want to go with here? I mean, I feel like the right answer is Rob Wright, but also there's a guy with the name Moo.
So I think Kenner Davis is just like a good role player.
The role player.
I think it's either Rob Wright or you could tell me the wild variation swing is Dom Diamande.
You think he's gonna have a role though?
I think he might. Like, I guess, what are we worried about with Rob Wright? Like, I don't really see a world where Rob Wright is like worse than he was last year. So
He's a little bit up and down at Baylor, and they lost a lot.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, you got DeBonsa and Saunders. His job's pretty easy.
Yeah, but if Diamante is good, if he's bad, what does that hurt?
Well, so it has to be like a good player.
Yeah, a good player like who's the point guard if Rob Wright's not really doing what he should do?
Then I think if we're going that route, I think the swing piece is DeBonsa.
It probably
Because
is.
if DeBonsa like gets bored,
But if DeBonce's not that good, they got Richard Saunders.
right? But if Rob Wright's not that good, they got DeBonsa and Saunders.
Yeah.
We can go Rob Wright. Let's go Rob Wright.
All
But
right. I feel better about that.
all right, who else? Let's do like two more.
Let's do Houston.
You never want to do Louisville for these
I
exercises,
was
huh?
gonna do Louisville last.
Oh, sure you were. All right, Houston, who you got?
Sinak.
I think it is Sinak, based on how up and down he was
There's a
this
world where
week.
he's a lottery pick. There's also a world where I have to come to grips with the fact that he got beat out by Morez Johnson and Daniel Jacobson.
He was up and down this week, and I think that's a big part of this for sure. Let's do Louisville.
Biggest swing piece. Uh, I'm gonna say Frew.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sonata Frew.
I think that's the right answer. Their guards are going to be good no matter what. It's basically what do they get in the front court.
Yeah, or Kaysen.
I think Fru's the right answer. Let's go with
Yeah,
Fru.
let's go with that.
How about quickly Duke?
Um,
Isaiah Evans.
Isaiah Evans. Yeah, I think I'll
My
go with
answer.
Evans.
Is he actually awesome or is he
Yeah,
not?
or is he just like the bench microwave guy?
Yep, yep, yep. And then Carolina.
I'm gonna go with. Ooh.
Kai and Evans for me.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think we did well with that?
I think we did okay.
Okay.